the American Red Cross. Thanks, as always, for everything you do, Chris.
My pleasure. Good to speak with you.
Good to speak with you, Chris. And as you're looking down, now we see the first signs of smoke there in your screen at 10:56 right now.
It looks like a shed out back, an outbuilding. Oh, I see. It's all coordinated. Okay. 10:56. They have ignited the home again. You see the smoke coming from the holes that were cut there about an hour ago, all by design. This is a controlled burn. What's not controlled is the chemical substances in there. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if this is going to be like most house fires that we see covered here on NBC 739. We have cameras, as you know,
several vantage points
all over the place
surrounding this home that is in the 1900 block of Via Scott in Escondido. And first we saw the white smoke there. Now we're seeing some darker, thicker smoke. We're waiting to see, as Lauren, our expert, mentioned, if there are any signs of explosions, whether that be just audible or actually visual. This is kind of an unknown here, unprecedented, uncharted territory for the dozens of experts that have been working to try to see this through safely, and now it is getting underway, just a minute underway right now in Escondido.
And Lauren, as you look at the color of the smoke, obviously it's changing light to dark in certain places. Does anything register with you? Is there anything you see from this shot that might make you think there are any specific type of chemicals that are burning, or does it just like a regular house fire to you at this point?
At this point, it seems to be a pretty typical burn. The smoke is coming out from the roof of the house, it looks like. Now you can see some fire there, but nothing unusual so far.
Okay. The homes surrounding have been evacuated, and earlier firefighters doused them with some fire retardant. You could kind of see from the aerial view. We're looking down over the home right now where you can see flames shooting through the roof.
And if this is any indication, I mean, this just a little over a minute ago it started. This is going to be a very, very quick process.
They were estimating 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, you can see the fire coming out of the garage there and through the roof.
Yeah, it looked like 3 different points, right in the garage, then to the, I believe it's the west, the other end of the house, and then that outbuilding out back looked like a little shed. But their design looks like it's working, as we've got that flames in the garage area anyway coming right up. The rest of the house hasn't quite become as engulfed as the garage is.
Again, the idea that the fire will burn so hot that it will likely neutralize the unstable explosives inside without causing a huge explosion or damage to the surrounding neighborhood.
And even, you know, if having spent a lot of time in helicopters, our crew is staying a very safe distance away from this, as I imagine all the air crews are. A big explosion, if that were to happen, could be very potentially detrimental and dangerous to any aircraft in the area,
wow,
at least directly
just
overhead.
Shooting out of the top of the home. And from there, you're taking a look at Megan Tervizian's shot that is positioned just to the west of the home. They are actually outside of the evacuation zone, but do have masks there, and the family at the home where they are positioned is sheltering in place right now.
And Megan, along with the photojournalist Spencer Thornburg, this shot you're looking at right here, about 500 yards to the west of the home as it burns, and obviously you're looking toward the east here. To the left of your screen, a live picture News Chopper 739 as we start to see the rest of the house become engulfed. Megan Tervizian, 500 yards or so away. What can you tell us as we're about 3 minutes into this process?
Yes, Jason and Monica, the kind of the excitement, I don't know if excitement's the right word, but it's really building right now. We can see the flames. I think you're taking our shot right now, and these flames are huge. The smoke is growing. Right before this happened, we heard someone yell, "Fire in the hole," and then we heard a fire siren. So we were prepared for this. And above us, there are about, I'm counting maybe 4 helicopters right now. Every time we hear a window break or some kind of sound effect, you hear everyone here kind of oohing and eyeing, and there's definitely we're all kind of commenting and watching at the same time, wondering what's going to happen. I think that people are curious, but also slightly concerned. And did you hear that? I don't know if you could hear that. There was a big pop right there, and I don't know if you could hear all of us go, oh. So, you know, we're watching this like it's a movie and wondering what's going to happen next.
Well, clearly with 9 detonators, 13 grenade holes, and an unknown quantity of high explosives, including that HMTD,
wow.
You know, there is a large amount of uncertainty, and I'm sure that the TV angle doesn't even do it justice, right, Megan?
No, Monica, looking at this, I actually cannot believe that we are standing here seeing what we are seeing. This is like crazy effects for some kind of James Bond movie or something. I mean, I really cannot believe. Wow.
There's another one.
Yes, I have this mask handy right now. Let me just tell you, I grabbed onto it a little tighter after that last
now,
pop.
Megan, it looks like the smoke is going up, straight up into the sky. Can you tell if it's, well, now there's a better vantage point. It doesn't appear that so far any of the neighboring houses are impacted. Can you get a vantage point or a sense of that from where you are?
You know, yeah, I do believe that it does, like you said, from our vantage point, the smoke is going straight up, and it's going up and kind of to the west a little bit, but not until it gets pretty far up there in the sky. From our vantage point, it does not look like any of the other houses at this point are in danger. But then again, remember, we have about maybe 10 to 20 fire vehicles, fire engines here, and there are firefighters standing on these engines ready to go in case something happens. So, I don't know if you can see that. Look over to the side, on the other side of the house. There's that light fire. I don't know if you saw that. It was like a yellow fire with the lighter